A bumblebee has no attraction to any dirt, it can only find attraction to some flowers. And a crow has never any attraction to flowers or its fragrance. Crows are always mad after the dirt. Different attraction, the way of their thinking or working are they totally different. In the same way, body, mind, and intellect has only attraction for this worldly and negativity and to suffer and to suffer and to suffer and collect suffering and go on suffering. Due to its own structure, its behavior, its lifestyle is like that. You cannot change it. But when you are soul, you have natural affinity for God and His kingdom. It has never any affinity for this world of the evil, where sufferings are there, and death is there, and all the problems, difficulties are there. It has no thought of even. May it be lying here in this world for millions and billions or trillions of years, but still it will not develop any relation, any connection, or any affinity to anything of this world of the evil. After billions and trillions of years, when there is a little ray of light or little availability of God, it will rush to God, and God will also be rushing to it, because like begets the like, and they will join together and they will enjoy forever. So, my dear, this is the way of life of a human being, that very luckily you have come out of this great vicious circle or dangerous circle of development of your soul in physical bodies, maybe of the any species of life, trees or plants or living beings of water or living beings of air or of this earth. And that after traversing this long, very hard journey, and that now you are here in the human body, and now God has come down to tell you that, my dear, you belong to me. You belong to me. You do not belong to this world. Come to me, O ye the weary and heavy laden, I will give you rest. I will give you peace. You belong to me. You are my children. And there was a conversation between God and the evil, and the evil was claiming, all these people of the world are my what you call populace. These belong to me. Then God asked, how do you claim it? Then evil told, they obey me. He showed a stick. As a sheep herd is controlled by the sheep boy with a stick. And sheep boy says, these are my sheep. He claims that these are my sheep, because he can control with the stick, and all those sheep obey him. And the negative power of the evil told, this is the reason that I claim these belong to me. Then God told, no, my dear, these belong to me, these are my children. The negative power asked, how do you claim this? Then there was only half sentence by God, I love them. I love them. This was the only 3 words sentence, and that solved all the problem. That I don't know if they are good, if they are bad, if they obey me, if they like me, if they dislike me, whatever they love me or not, nothing, no condition, unconditional. In the evil there was condition, that they obey me, and nothing from evil, that I have something for them. Due to me, they belong to me. He had told that because they obey me, so they belong to me. But God told, it is only due to me that I love them. And I will love, and I had been loving them. And this is unchangeable, permanent. And this is the only criterion. No condition is there from them that they should be little better, they should love me, they should know me, they should respect me, whatever it is. Nothing is there I need from them. But from me, everything is sufficient. And this is perfect, this is nothing little weak that I need something from them also. In this world, there is like that. If you love somebody, other one doesn't respond to your love, you cannot love that person. You feel like disappointed. Because your love is not dependent, not independent, and not so strong. It is only working when other one is responding nicely, wonderfully, or even more than you love, other one should love you. Only then love of ours is successful or working. The reason is there. But why God's love is really working? He doesn't feel like that my love which is there can be sometimes not working properly, or it needs some help from the other one to whom I love. No. If says, I love them, and my love is perfect, complete, and it needs nothing from the other side, it will go on, and it will go on, never failing. That is the love of Father God, which can be called perfect love, and what can be called that God is perfect. And we are known and believed the love Father God has for us, because God is all love, and he who dwells in his love dwells in him, and God in him. But only love of God. In this world or anywhere in creation of God, there is no love. There is some kind of imitation. Here and there you can find something, cheating action, that if there is you call a butcher who is killing the animals, and some of his goat is lost from his hold, and he is running after the goat, then someone will say that this man is very much loving this goat. He is running after this goat. He must have very much love for it. But you do not know why that person is running after the goat, not for the purpose that he loves the goat, but he ought to find it and to kill it. That is why he was running after the goat. In the same way, my dear, I am sorry to say, if a husband is running after the wife, there is some purpose. If wife is running after the husband, there is some purpose. Not without a purpose, not with love. Love is something secondary afterward. Purpose is first. Everywhere in this world, mind is there, and mind has only purposes. And there is only something written, the word love. But if you open that lid, you will find some hatred only. Lot of hatred. Label is there, love. The people say, I love you. But it is only something, lip sympathy. Because we have no love. In our minds there is love, there can be love. Because mind has got no understanding and no feeling. It is totally inert material. Love is there in our soul and with God, and the big cup of the soul is filled totally brim up to brim with love of God, and then it is overflowing from us, and then we can love thy neighbor as thyself and love thy enemies. And why not to love your family members or relatives and friends? If you can love your enemies, you can then love your near and dear ones also. But it is only subject of the soul, not of the mind. Because to whom you love, you only feel like giving, to be devoted, and never to feel anybody suffering, to see. You will never demand anything, any response. You will not feel that I have given to this person so much and he has given nothing to me. There are no accounts. And that what he is useful for me. I am so much useful. But one feels like other one should never be useful to me. Otherwise one should never worry for me. Every other one should only have me, everything from me, and I am for that person. And that person is not to do anything. Even that person can do for me, but I will never accept anything from that person because that will be against my love. The criterion is love to just to be devoted for the other one, to give everything to the other one, and not to have anything from the other one. This is the law of love. And that you will not find in this world. This is not available. And that is why this great loss of this very, very necessary thing which is very much urgently needed in us, that is not there, and therefore our life is dry. And it remains dry and ends totally dry. Because in the old age, when the person is really old, I have seen the people, they are just like empty vessels without water. Empty vessels. They do not feel like living. They cannot die even because nobody loves them. If they have got their children, the children have their own lives. Maybe daughters, maybe their sons, and they do not feel like, and they put their parents, father or mother, in some old homes. And old home people are only doing service for money. I was sometime back, 3-4 years back, I was quite ill, and that there was a man who came to me and we were talking about something. Then he told that there were 2 brothers who were have very big business, very much earning big money, and money was there. And they have their families also, their children, their grandchildren, and big families also. But they were not feeling like serving their parents, that their all this big business and all of this money and all this great things of this world which they are having, who will manage it? We look after it. Put these old men in care of some caretakers, and that we will pay those people necessary money, and they will be taken care by those caretakers, and we will go on giving the money, paying them, and that will be sufficient. This will that we will do our duty in this way. In this way, our duty will be finished. This was correct according to their own system of great businessmen, that they can put their parents to some people with payment to serve them as servants. But after some days, it was found that both were lying dead in front of the toilets, not even on the beds. Not even on the beds. They might have gone to toilets, and they would not have been able to handle themselves, and there was nobody to look after them, because a workman only works when the owner is looking at the worker. And when the owner is away, the workers will sit down under the shade of a tree and will chat together. Because they are not working for work, they are only working to just make the owner pleased, so that when that owner is pleased, he will give us money, more money. Not for the work's sake. In the same way, those servants who were put, although they were paid nicely, but in their hearts they knew that we will get payment. If we can get payment by enjoying, by not doing anything, why should they work? And they had no love for those old persons and no feeling of responsibility that we are given this money for some purpose, and if we do not do what is required of him, we should feel guilty that we have not done our duty, we should have done our duty. That feeling is not there, because mind has got no understanding and no feeling. And that was the reason that those people who were really needing services, loving services. That's why in the Bible also it is told, in love we can serve one another. In love. Where there is no love, there cannot be any service. It is criterion. First there should be love, and then one can serve. And that is only possible from Father God. And that is why in mother or some brothers and sisters, some love has been put for the purpose, still for the purpose. As you find that in the animals, they really love their kids very much, but when the kids are grown up and can live there by themselves, then the mother kicks them out, drives them out, because that agency, negative power, has put the love in the heart of the mother only for the purpose that these may be brought up. And when that purpose is served, then there is no love. In the hearts of the human beings, there remains love in the hearts of the parents for long times, until they die, I can say also. But this love is having a second function. That is why negative power has arranged that this love of the parents should remain till they die, that they are in connection with the children and their family, and they are so much attached that all this attachment takes all heart, full heart, and there is nothing left for God. This is the play of negativity. That no doubt in the beginning, 1 year, 2 years or 3 years, or let it be in the case of the human beings up to 10, 20, 15, 20 years, that the children may be taken care of, for there is no need. But for whole of the life, the parents are running after their children, running. Because that second purpose is to be taken care, that these parents, old people, they are not to turn their hearts towards God, and they are 100% clutching to their families. Otherwise, God has ordained, love thy Father God with all their soul, all their heart, all their mind. 100% of the soul, 100% of the heart, 100% of the mind. And then God says, I will take care of your family. What is your love? Your love is reserved only for me. And I am to do all my duty, your duty, in my love, which is boundless. And in what way I will be able to serve or to help or bless your children, you will not be able to do. You have only 1 cup of water. I have full well, which will kept full. Go on using all your brothers, sisters, relatives, friends, whatever it is. So this is the arrangement of Father God, my dear. But who is to understand it? If you go to some person who is having this connection of God and who has known, as in Bible it is written by somebody, that I have known and believed the love Father God has for us. If the child is separated from the mother from the very birth, and go and tell that child, you know, your mother loves very much. She loves you very much. She loves you very much. How child can understand? These words that your mother loves you very much have no value because he doesn't understand. But when he finds the mother and finds the love really overflowing, then he feels okay. I have known, I have found and known the love the Father God has for us is all love. Only when we find God and then we experience His love, and then we come to know how great love He has got and what kind of love He has and what kind of relation and what is effect upon us, what we can enjoy, what we can feel, then everything is clear to our hearts. Then only we can understand, not by words of the mouth. So when we come in contact with such like person, then he also awakens our soul and connects us to our Father God, and then says, my dear, now go on developing your relation. And that now you have been given entry into the kingdom